Okay, what we're going to do now is send a mail shot to all of our existing customers to ask if they want to stay on the database and if so to update their preferences. Now the first part is just the same as a normal query and mail shot. So if I go down here, the query and mail shotting is covered in another video. So basically I've already created a query here, and I'll just open that up, and that gets us all of our contacts that are on the database. Now, if I do a recount, yeah, there they are. And I've created a mail shot ready for going out. So this is all just standard querying and mail shotting. But I'll show you how to add the magic buttons that allow your own customers to answer the questions without emailing back and you having to process it. So I'm going to edit with the full editor here, put the cursor down below. So there's the text that's going to go out to my customers. Then I'm going to do insert field, and the important one is right down the bottom here, and it's called the keep contact details. And what it does is put two buttons on the mail shot that your customers can then click on directly, and that will either, in the case of the green button, keep their details and ask them to update their preferences, or in the case of the red one, it will actually remove their details. So we are now ready to send this mail shot. So I'll click on OK there, do a send. There's the preview of what's going to go out. I can just check that that looks right, and when I'm happy I can then click on the send mail shot now. Okay, here's the mail shot now that it's arrived, and you can see here's the text and the two buttons which I can now use. So I'm going to click first on the yes, keep my details button, and you'll see how that takes us into the preferences screen where I can then just confirm my own preferences. So I'm happy for to be kept updated, but I don't want my details to be sent to others, so I'll update my preferences there. And going back to the original mail shot, I'll show you what happens if you then click on no, please remove my details. It will obviously confirm, are you really sure, because once this is done you can't undo it. But if you're absolutely sure, then you click now on the yes, I'm sure, remove my details, and that will then completely remove that contact from the database. Now going back to the database, you'll see here, here's John Smith's details, and you'll see there of the there's the mail shots out and the bookings and the payment history. But I will now click on the refresh button, and you'll see how the effect of sending out that mail shot to him, and he's now responded and said I want it to be removed. It has now removed his details from the database, but you can still see what he requested to do. So you can see here his complete audit of all the things that have happened to his details. So the email sent requesting whether to keep the details, the changes to the permissions that we did, and then actually that, because they've all happened in the same minute, they're not actually in the right order, but that permanently removed should be up the top because that was the final thing to be done. So this shows how InContact keeps a complete audit history of all the changes that have been done, even when a contact details are actually completely removed.